All right, today we're going to be having a debate. Both classes have prepared their arguments. Just so everybody is aware, even though we have only 3 speakers up here, to let everybody know that both classes have worked very hard to support the speakers here, both with research and with creating other arguments in order to make sure that their own speeches are full and clear. Today, we will be debating an issue. The issue for today is resolved. The United States federal government should substantially decrease its authority to either detain without charge or search without probable cause. On the affirmative side, we have Alicia Camacho, Selena Grieva, and Jameer Grant. And on the opposition side, we have Diego Hirachi, Harley Hirachi, and Noel Ramos.
Habeas corpus calls back to the Sixth Amendment, which means anyone being detained or searched without a probable cause has the right to prove their innocence with a speedy and public trial. Also, according to the Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution, the right to a writ of habeas corpus can only be suspended in cases of rebellion or invasive of a public safety, in which substantially evidence must be present to support these claims. So probable cause in the United States criminal court system refers to facts or evidence that would make a responsible person believe that a crime of wrongdoing has been, is being, and will be committed. So in other words, probable cause must also be based on factual evidence. As a part of the exclusionary rule, which is backed up by the Fourth Amendment, probable cause must be based on good faith, which is a reasonable, honest belief lacking malice or intent and without intention to be defraud.
Actually, it was in December that the National Defense Authorization Act was enacted, not January. This allowed the United States to search and detain people without probable cause or warrant. This directly overthrows the Fourth Amendment, which protects against searches and seizures without unreasonable cause. The purpose behind this act is to ensure safety of all residents in America. On April 20th, 1999, a high school in Colorado fell victim to a vicious attack. 2 high school students, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, planned to bomb Columbine High School, but when their bombs failed to detonate, the 2 boys went on a shooting spree. Crimes similar to these occur far too often in the United States. It is obvious that security must increase, not decrease, as my opponent says. If better security tactics were in place, who knows? These lives could have been saved and crimes like these could have been prevented.
Regardless of the numbers of gun control laws passed or the numbers of Transportation Security Administration personnel at our airports, the United States federal government cannot prevent everything. What the United States federal government has done with its power is use the fear and ignorance of the American people to elect representatives that support laws that allow people to unconstitutionally be detained without charge or searched without probable cause.
This law will serve as a deterrent to any person who has something criminal to hide. Yes?
So you're saying you should just pick random people? So you're saying you should just pick random people out of a crowd and just because they look differently and search them?
Did I say look? I do not mean look differently. I mean random people.
So how would you describe these people?
You don't need, there's not a specific appearance.
So how do you know they have a probable cause?
Do you want to let me finish?
Go ahead.
Without probable cause, that's what we are arguing for. We're not looking for probable cause. We're not looking for a certain appearance. We are looking for random people.
What is a nation's greater duty than to ensure the safety of its own citizens? The negatives of this situation are highly outnumbered by the positives. On one side, yes, people will have to worry about being searched randomly. But on the other hand, this act would lessen crime rates by deterring and capturing criminals. More lives would be lost if officers did not conduct random searches. The opposing team wants us to take a serious risk by decreasing our ability to do so. As we sit here and debate on whether or not the United States should allow random searches and seizures without warrants of probable cause, the government has already created such a law. It is called the National Defensive Authorization Act. This was enacted for the sole purpose of protection. The government took note of the serious crimes such as the Sandy Hook shootings and put into place a new law in an attempt to fix the issue.
This situation affects many of our rights, such as the 4th, 14th, and 6th Amendment. It seems as if they are abusing their power. Making stricter laws are not solving problems. They are actually causing more conflict. Do we really want to remember events like the Holocaust or the Salem witch trials, where they accused people and murdered them for no reason? They are judging people and treating them differently just because of how they look.